is programming. Under this topic, we are going to discuss about how computer can instruct, how the program can instruct your computer to do some tasks. So it's very important to know about what is this programming and how programming works. Initially, we need to know about what are the programming languages. So what do you think are the programming languages? Programming languages are capable of giving instruction to a computer, right? And there are different generations of these programming languages, basically generation 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 5, 1 as well. Please write down that. Programming languages are capable of giving instructions to the computer and its resources, about how to do and what to do. Software is one or more programs plus documents plus data structures related to that. A program is a set of related instructions. You know this. What is the software? What is a program? So you know about that. Okay, I got a question. What is that? Okay, what you have to do is you have to write this, right? What you have to do is you have to write this. Seems it has no issues. Right, I was just checking about the connection and it's perfectly fine, right? Seems okay. Isn't it clear to you?
Now okay.
Now okay, sir.
Okay. A programming languages are capable of giving instructions to the computers and in its resources about how to do and what to do a task, right? The software is one or more programs. The program is the smallest one and the software smaller one, and the software is the bigger one. Software can have one or more programs, plus its documentation and plus its data structures related to that. Right? Data, software, programs, data, and documents. Together we call a software. Okay. Programming languages can be categorized into 5 groups or 5 generations. Program languages can be categorized into 5 generations. Generation 1, we call machine language. Keep some space to write about that, maybe 3 lines. 4 lines enough. Or stop writing, just listening, right? I'll give you time to write. Generation 2, it is assembly language. Don't write. I'll give you time. And generation 3, it is high level language. And generation 4 is high level and also it's human friendly, right? And generation 5 is artificial intelligence. Right, okay, let's write down about each generation now. Right, what do you know about machine language? Machine language. What do you know about this? What is machine language? Any idea? The Hamsa. Any idea about machine language?
It is written in binary numbers.
It is written in binary. Okay. Denori? What else?
So I said,
Right. Okay. Then Litumi? What do you think? Senuka? Shamin?
It is the language it is used by devices to understand human language.
So basically, machine language is it's binary. It's written in binary. It's true. Machine language is actually machine-friendly language. So what is that? Okay, let's see this circuit. I'm going to do some basic with this circuit construction kit, right? You can also do this with me. Here's the link. And you can start doing this with me. In a circuit, battery is giving the voltage or power. It's given by the battery. And bulb indicates output. Switch indicates input. Switch can be used to control the bulb. Bulb is the output and switch is the input. And I'm using some wires to connect this. Connect it to the battery. The other end I'm connecting to the switch. And this end I'm connecting to the battery. If you turn on the switch, then the bulb will light up. Turn off, bulb will off. So machine language related to this circuit is when you press 1, it's 1. 1 will output 1 and 0 will output 0. That is the machine language related to this circuit. So you can represent that using binary. So small machine. This machine has only one function. Two functions actually. So it can make the room dark or lighter. When you press this, it's lighting up. When you remove this, no light. Lighten up, remove. Lighten up and remove. So that is the only function which can be done using this machine. It machine has only one code, 1 and 0. 1 bit, 1 and 0. 2 instructions only. Instruction 1 will make the bulb brighter. Instruction 0 will make the bulb darker. So only 2 instructions. Let's add one more switch. Let's add one more switch. And this time, I'm going to remove this wire and add a resistor. Connecting this node to the resistor and the other node to this wire. Now I have 2 switches. I'm just connecting the switch number 2 to this node. And from here, I'm taking another one. How many instructions this circuit? How many instructions this has? How many instructions? Earlier, it was 1 and 0 only. 1 will light up the bulb, 0 will turn off the bulb. 2 instructions. Now, how many instructions?
4 instructions.
Yes, you can give 4 instructions. So what are the 4 instructions? The first instruction can be the first switch 0. No, that color is not really visible. The first instruction, let's say this is A and this is B. The first instruction can be, let's write AB. The first instruction can be 0, 0. Both are 0. So then you have the output, right? Output is also 0. The second instruction A0, B1. A0, B1. Let's see. You can see half light. You can see half light, right? 1 divided by 2, it's half light. The next instruction is this is 1 and this is 0. Okay, what will happen now? Making this 1, but this is 0. There is full light, right? You can say this is half H and this is full, right? So let's use both. Both will also make this full. Now you have 4 instructions and 3 outputs, right? So what are the 3 outputs? 0 brightness, half brightness, full brightness. 0 brightness, half brightness, and full brightness. So you have 3 outputs, 4 inputs. So the machine language for this computer is this. This is one instruction, this is another instruction, and this is another instruction, and this is another instruction. So machine language is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Only small language, body language. Few instructions. But in actual machines, you can give up to 32 such bits. Then how many instructions? Even 64 is possible. 32 bits. How many instructions? 2 instructions. So 2 bits will give bit dekak tibbot puthe deke devani balayak enawa neda instruction. 2 bits will give 2 to the power 2. Bit ekak tibbot 2 to the power 1, 2 instructions. If there are 2 bits, 2 to the power 2, which means 4 instructions. If there are 32 bits, how many instructions? 32 bits tibbot kochara instruction e
124.
2 to the power 1 tibba 1 is 1 bit tibbot. Bit dekak tibbot 2 to the power 2 tibba. Bit 32 tibba 2 to the power 2 to the power 32. 3 bit 32 තිබ්බොත් bit 3ක් තිබ්බොත් කොච්චර එනවද? bit 3ක් තිබ්බොත් එනවා 8 දිගින ගත්තේ 8 අවසරේ. bit 3ක් තිබ්බොත් එනවා 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 ඔය විදිහට 8ක් එනවා. bit 3ක් තිබ්බොත් 0 1 1 likewise 8 such combinations will come. 8ක් එනවා එහෙ bit 3ක් තිබ්බනම් ඈ. එතකොට bit 32ක් තිබ්බොත් කීයක් එනවද? 2 to the power 32. What is the amount? What is the value? 2 to the power 32 is equal to දෙකේ 32 වෙනි බලය. උත්තරේ ගන්න කොහොමද? දෙක වැඩි 2 into 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 32 පාරක් ලියන්න. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. හරි 10යි. ඒක ආයෙ ලියන්න එපා. 20යි. 30යි. 31යි 32යි. What is the value? This is 2 to the power 32. Tell me the value now. Come on, guys. No one is telling the value. How many instructions if 32 bits? Yes? If 32 bits, how many instructions? Huh?
294,967,296.
This is the value, right? It's large. I know it's large. So let's use the calculator and let's use the scientific mode. So you have 2 to the power 2 to the power 32. So this is the value, right? So read the value now. It's 4. Metan tower 4 million. Nani then එකක් නෙවෙයි. එතකොට
4 billion.
Yes, it's 4 billion.
967,296.
4 billion. 4 billion instructions. Believe me, that is 32-bit computer, right? But now you have 64-bit. 64-bit computers then, 2 to the power 64. Okay, shall we tell the number of instructions? The instructions එනවා 64-bit එකක් තිබ්බොත් එනවා instruction මෙන්න මේ වගේ ගානක්. හදලා බලන්නම්ම. 2 to the power 64. Read this value පුතේ. Come on, read this value. So this is the number of instructions in such computer. Don't worry, that is a microchip, right? That is ultra large scale integration, very large scale, high power circuit. So this is the number of instructions. Who can read the value? Yes, who can? Who can read the value? Still trying, right? You can use this one. Read numbers in words. Just give the number. Okay, this is the number, right? 18 quintillion 446 quadrillion 740 4 trillion 73 billion 709 million 550,000. Okay, that much of instructions. Wow, that is the current processor. දැනට තියෙන processors වලට ඔන්න ඔච්චර instructions ගොඩක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. So we saw only 2 instruction machine, right? Now at least can you understand this machine language? How dangerous this machine language? මේ කාලේ වෙද්දි machine language වලින් ලියුවනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Earlier days using machine language, it's okay because machines had only, so it closer to 8 bits. 8 bits වගේ තමයි තිබ්බේ those machines. 8 bits means like 256 instructions. So it's okay to write 256 instructions. It's countable. But for the current machines, we can't write that number of instructions. It's quadrillion. So we can see quintillion, quadrillion. So you can't write, you can't even think about writing codes for that machine, right? So the first generation, please write down. Instructions were written in machine language. Sorry, machine dependent language. Which is represented using binary codes. Writing these instructions were really difficult and required hardware knowledge. It was easy to convert the numbers, but was difficult to convert letters, pictures, music, videos to binary format. Numbers convert කරගන්න පුළුවන්. You can even divide by 2 and convert, but it was really difficult to convert the other things. Machines understood the code easily and faster. Example, you can write. This is one example, just giving using the machine language or machine code. Please write down this. Let me know if you're finished. Then language is the next. So longer binary codes were signed, shorter words, and written in more convenient and short manner. It required a translator called assembler to translate the assembly code to the machine language. This was less machine dependent than machine language and easier to write. Okay, I got a question. Again, the same problem. Translation happened like they converted to binary. Then comes the high level languages, right? Machine language වලට වැඩිය මේක lazy. Assembly was easier than machine language. Since it is a symbolic format, again මේ binary වෙනුවට ඒක නිකන් binary මෙහෙම number එකක් අරගෙන it will take small part of the binary and write a code for that. Another part of binary, write a code. Another part of binary, write in a code for that. So that will shorten this binary value. So that is why it's easy, but it needs a translator, right? The translator is called assembler. Assembler was the translator. And the third one, high level languages. This was a machine independent, right? Very important. Machine independent language. Machine dependent language means machine to machine. You have to go and you have to go and write the code. Again, ekama machine ekata, same machine. So if 2 times you have to go and write the code again. That is headache. Because machine to machine, your code will be different. So you have to write exactly similar codes, sometimes minor differences, but you have to write it again and again to different machines. That is headache in the first 2 generations. But the third level, the machine independent languages were produced. It was human readable and human friendly. Human readable and human friendly. This was machine independent language and it was readable and human friendly. Programming became easy with high level languages, but it required proper translation process. 2 types of translators were used or are used to do this. Compiler translates everything at once. Interpreter translates line or statement at a time. Example, you can say print translators were translating this to the binary code. In fourth generation, languages were even more human friendly. You can see it's like English, right? Anyone can understand this. It's very simple. It's like English. Languages were logical and only concerned about the logic, not even the English language wordings, right? So very convenient. You can say, you can say, likewise, you can tell the relationships even. So this is actually in prologue, right? In prologue, like languages, so it only concern about the logic. You can say Gihani is the sister of Malki and Malki is the elder sister of Gihani. Likewise, you can give the relationship. But even in Sinhala, you can. That is what I said. The language even didn't concern. So it was for artificial and intelligent and natural languages. Even Sinhala, Tamil, these natural languages were recognized. That is in the 5th generation. Okay, please write down everything. Then let's go to a coding part, right? Let's go to a coding part quickly. We can start coding. I'll give you a chance to write a code after this. We already learned in previous grades about the data representation, and also we learn about the control structures. This was we have done in grade 8, right? In the control structures, we learn about there are 3 control structures. So that is basically sequence, selection, and repetition. Sequence is where the instructions are executed one after another. Sequence comes where the instructions are executed one after another. So let's see this. Start, enter number 1, enter number 2, everything happen in order, right? So it's not going back, it's not branching out. So no alternatives, no branching. It's only flowing down. You can see it's one after another, very clear. It's one after another. But in the selection, you have branching. You can go yes side or no side. There is a branching based on a condition. Let's do the selection one first. Okay, you can see this. Start, adding enter number 1, enter number 2. 2 inputs are given. After that, right? After the 2 inputs, you can see The total is obtained by adding two numbers. Finally, display the total and finish it. Okay, I'll give you a small exercise. Not this one, Bute. You see that how this one has done. Let's do this one. This was actually I introduced in the single medium class, but we can start. Here start. Then enter the first name, enter the middle name, enter the last name. You have to add start, enter the first, middle and last names. Then you have to add all three names together and display the full name. Shall we do this? It's okay if you cannot do this. I'll help, but just give a try. I'll give you like 5 minutes to try first. If you cannot do, I'll help. Don't worry, right? So I'll give you 5 minutes to try. If you fail to do this, don't worry. I'll start from the beginning and help you. I just want you to try this. Just try this. Here's the editor. So what do you need to do? I'll write the question. What do you need to do? Input first name, middle name, and last name. Yeah, there should be spaces. Input first name, middle name, and last name, and display full name as the result. Okay, you can do this now. I'll give you 5 minutes first. After that, I'll discuss from the beginning, right? Isala taniyen karan. You will try to do this alone. I have sent you the link. I'll repeat the link. I'll resend the link again. So try to do this alone. Isala taniyen karamu. If you can do, I'll let you share the screen. If you cannot do, don't worry. I'll teach from the beginning. So only thing is you have to give a try. So I'll give you 5 minutes to you to try. The next 5 minutes I will teach you. I have given you the permission. You can share. Okay, what is your first name? Enter the first name. Run Kalapenan, please run your attention. Okay. After entering, okay. So only problem is the space middle space in the middle is missing, right? So that is the only.
There are no spaces.
Yeah, you can add that, so you can improve that. Anyone else wish to share? Anyone else? Okay, good, very good. So anyone else to share? Only Akshay. All right. Okay, Lani do. All right. Okay. I get Aravagi. No, so I think. Okay. Right, showing that, right? Okay, good. So, okay, let's do that, Pute. Now you have seen how your friends have done that. Don't worry. So this is from grade 8 and 7 knowledge. The grade 8, 7 knowledge. So let's do this. Right? You know how to do this, and I'll also help you understand this from the beginning. So first, when flag click, this is yellow color one, when flag click. But after taking that, you have to go to the sense in, that is blue color one. From the sense in, you can ask, what is your first name? What is your first name? What is your first name, right? And here you need to save the answers given by the user in somewhere that is called a variable. a memory location. You need to save the first name, middle name, last name, and full name. 4 variables are required because you need to save them for later use. So what are the variables? You can say, go to variables, make a new variable here, make a variable. You can see this button under variables. You can see make a variable. So let's make first name FN. Okay. Let's make another one, middle name MN. Okay. Let's make another one, last name. Okay. And finally, let's make another one, full name. Full name. Okay, 4 variables. What is your first name? And after this question, the answer is below that. You can see what is your name, and answer is also below that. That answer, you can set it to the first name variable. First name is the answer. Then right click, duplicate. Right click, duplicate again. And what is your middle name? That is the middle name answer. Then what is your last name? That is your last name answer, LN answer. Right, same thing, right? Right click and duplicate because the same. First name හොයාගත්තම ඒ වගේම තමයි අනිත් දෙක. First name, middle name, last name. Finally the full name. Set full name. Set full name here. But here you have to do some operation, a process. What is that? Join. Here you can see join, not add. Add will mathematically add that, right? Join will join 2 things. You can again get the join, again get the join, right? This time first name and another join, because first name, after first name, what you have to add? First name, then you have to join that first name with the space, right? First name with space. Here empty space. Space by only space. Then middle name and another space. Middle name, after that another space should come. Then after the space, the last name. Okay, first name space, middle name space, last name. You join that and display the full name, assign it to full name. Finally, you can display, go to the looks. When you want to display something, go to the looks. I'm doing a little bit faster, but don't worry, I'll teach one by one slowly next day. Today we have to finish this now. Next day, Mama tell them, go to looks, say what? You have to say the full name. Say full name. Okay, let's run this. Dasun. You can see its full name, right? Let's run it again. When you click the flag, it's asking what is your first name. I'm typing Dasun and put right sign. Asking my middle name, Nilanjana, right sign. Asking my last name. Okay, put in that and you can see its full name. You can voice narrate this. If you're interested, you can voice narrate this. You can add from here, you can see this blue color icon, left bottom corner, left bottom blue color icon. There is something called voice, text to speech. Text to speech, the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, text to speech. And then you can see speak. What is your first name? Now we can see when you click the flag.
What's your first name?
It's asking with the voice. Second one also. What's your middle name? And third one, you can ask, what's your last name? And even after writing this, you can say speak. And again, you can go to the operations and join. So this will be bit. longer now. Join. Your first name is, then from this you can say the first name. And the second thing is you can duplicate this and you can say your middle name is, then this name. Let's duplicate again one more time. Your last name is, then the last name. And finally, your full name is, you can tell the full name. Okay. Now it's little longer, but still you can apply. Okay, first name, second name. Now let's see this. I'll make it little longer, but still now interactive.
What's your first name?
I'm typing.
Your first name is Dasun. What's your middle name? Your middle name is Nilanjana. What's your last name? Your last name is Sirimevan. Your full name is Dasun Nilanjana Sirimevan.
Okay, just funny pronouncing. But anyway, you can see. You can change the voice even. So let give a try to do this. So let's do using alto or tenor.
What's your first name? Your first name is Dasun. What's your middle name? Your middle name is Nilanjana. What's your last name? Your last name is Sirimevan. Your full name is Dasun Nilanjana Sirimevan.
Okay. So just give a try. This is how.
Sir?
Yes.
So I still have an error with the spaces.
Error with
The spaces.
the spaces. Okay, can you share it? Quickly share it. Okay. Yeah, you have, okay. Say. Okay, you can, no need to tell this again. You can just tell the full name. So remove this part. This joining part you can remove. No. The join part, that middle part, yeah, that only you can remove. Just remove it. Remove it, yeah. And here you have to keep space, put it, space bar. Click and put the space bar, double click and yeah, space bar. Space bar one more time. There also space bar one more time. And here your full name is, you have just put the full name. Okay, now it's okay. It should work. Right, type some short name. So no need to write my name, just type some short name. Okay, you can see you'll get the result, right? Okay, done. This one, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this, and this is how we display the full name, and you can just take a screenshot and try at home. Right, just take a screenshot, try this at home as a homework, right? Okay, with this, I'll stop for today, Budel. Let's discuss the remaining part next day. Good night. See you all next week.
Thank you. Night, sir. Thank you.
Good night.